Hi, Kate Odell back again. Sorry I've been missing for a few weeks, but I've had COVID and I'm just now getting over it. I still haven't tested negative, so I can't go out yet, but I'm praying today's the day. In the meantime, I thought it's been a while and I'm way overdue on videos, so I'm making one. I think today's topic, I'm going to discuss the blue and green crystals and stones and how they can help you, especially through something like COVID. Since the beginning of COVID, I have been wearing blue stones and green stones around my neck. I put them on as soon as it started coming out, and I've been wearing them ever since. And up until now, I've been totally protected. Of course, I've also gotten all my shots and boosters. It's probably the only thing that saved me from being really seriously ill. Mostly I've just had, the head cold thing and let's just go back to bed, sleep it off, and tomorrow's a better day attitude. But I'm overcoming that now. I think the NyQuil helped a lot with that attitude. Anyhow, back to the blues and green stones. If you'll notice in my book, and if you don't have my book, I'll explain it to you. Ta-da! Crystal Rhythms. The thing is, in here, I not only discuss different stones, I also talk about them in color groupings. Just a little paragraph. Because so many people don't seem to understand that a lot of stones, if they're all green stones, they all have very similar qualities. They're all going to work through the heart and the lungs. Blue stones are all going to sort of work through the throat in general. And it's like with the blue stones, the reason I chose the blue stones, it wasn't just because they keep you calm and cool and collected. They also work through the throat chakra. They're good for creativity. They're good for speech. Like this little here, I've got a little Lapis Lazuli angel. I love lapis. It's one of my favorite. And it's here. I think this is lapis too. I thought it was sodalite, but nah. Your blue stones, whether they're deep blues or something like apatite. I love it. I keep all the broken stones when they come through. I don't care if they're broke. I like them. Anyway, apatite's a good stone too for blue stones. Blue stones are going to help calm you. They're going to help your mind to clear. They're going to help you with meditation. They're going to help you with thinking. They're going to help you with speech. I have a bit of a stammer when I get wound up, and I like to think the blue stones help keep that under control. As far as the COVID goes, the blue stones are also helpful for keeping fevers down, and they're working on the upper part of your body, okay? Like for congestion and sore throats and that sort of thing. The green I wear especially, like my seraphinite and or ruby fuchsite. Love ruby fuchsite. It's one of my happy stones. Green stones are for your heart, your lungs. They take care of this part of the body. And since COVID was supposed to be about attacking the lungs and the heart, I thought I need a green stone. And I threw the blue in there because it's right up top. So I've been wearing the blues and the greens. Now, they were like my first line of defense before the vaccinations came out. What the stones are going to do is, they're not going to, protect you from getting COVID, wear a stone and never get COVID. It doesn't work that way. But what they do is they help your body repel the effects of anything you would get. It's like if you get it like I got it, you don't get it so bad because the qualities of the stones, the energy of the green energy and the blue energy is helping my body to balance out and fight it off. It's not curing me, but it's helping, okay? To me, it's like getting the vaccination. Every little bit helps. And before they had the vaccines, I've been wearing these rocks, and I'll be wearing them probably at this rate till the day I die. Plus, I like wearing green stones because green stones in general not just help your heart and your lungs. For breath issues, that's another blue-green thing I think of. They also help, and for strengthening your heart muscles, and your lungs, so that, your blood can flow and everything goes well. The green stones also help you emotionally. They can help you with heartache, with grief, with sadness, with those times in your life when you're just bereft. Green stones are soothing. So are the pink. I know a lot of people are into the rose quartz for that, and rose quartz is a very good stone for that. And for whatever reason, rose quartz is always associated with the heart chakra as well. The pink stones tend to go towards the heart chakra as opposed to root chakra. And I find they do a lot to me for emotional healing. They all have their own little specific qualities that are just a little bit different. Here's a nice green jasper. And a chrysocolla. I love chrysocollas too. They're sort of blues and greens blended together. And I like that mix. I like that throaty, upper lungs, lower lungs, heart, lung. I just like that feeling for the strength I feel I get from these stones for this part of my body when I wear them. They also help settle your emotions. They kind of help you learn to love a little bit more openly, to understand a little bit more, to take things a little more in stride because you've opened your heart to the possibilities, to whatever's out there, that you can deal with it better. You can handle it better. You do not have to crumble when something bad happens to you emotionally. It takes time. You're always going to hurt if somebody breaks your heart. That's life. But with using the green stones, it's going to help you overcome those negative feelings of loss and grief in time. It just helps you get over things a little bit easier so that they're not knocking you down so far low. Sometimes you just feel like, oh my Lord, I can't get up. This will help you think, yes, I can. So if you're having emotional problems related to love and the heart, green stones and pink. Some people, like I said, really prefer the pink, the rose quartz, and it does work as well. Another thing you'll find with green stones is they help bring abundance into your life. Green aventurine is a good one for bringing in things like luck. Now, this is a very dark green one, and it doesn't even show up green as much as black under this light, but it is green, trust me. Green aventurine is good. Chrysocolla is good. These are considered stones of abundance or luck. They're supposedly helping to bring that luck to you so that you attract things that will help you build up your, let's say, cash reserves, or make sure you have what you need to get through. It's not going to say, woo, you're going to hit the lottery here, wear this stone and be a millionaire. It doesn't work that way. But it will help keep the wolf from the door. I think you'll find I tend to wear green aventurine, green garnet, days that I want to make sure business is going good because we got a lot of extra bills to pay at the end of the month. I'll put on a lot of green bracelets for a day or two and wear them. Little things. Some people might consider them superstitions. I just consider them handy little helpers. Another thing green stones are good for is gardening, especially Fuchsite. They say Fuchsite helps you relate to the fairy realms and the Devic realms, and therefore they're good for gardeners and farmers and your plants. It's like we had a lot of little pieces, and we were just selling them bags and telling them, people, put them in your plants. They help the plants grow, They have that connection to well, of course, they all have a connection to the earth and the mineral kingdom because that's what they are. But they just have a little extra connection. The green Fuchsite, that's why another reason I'm wearing, which one is it? Here we go. My ruby Fuchsite here because this stone here it's a mixture, a little bit of ruby inside of the Fuchsite. You can get ruby zoisite. It's a little darker. They're both very similar, very similar. Ruby zoisite, ruby. You've got a combination here. You've got the ruby ruling your base chakra, which is going to help bring stability to you, give you a little backbone and add strength to your character, coming up and expressing itself through the heart chakra, which is the green. And it is also considered a stone of abundance or a lucky stone because of that ruby and Fuchsite influence or zoisite influence. It's another stone I also think of as bringing a little joy into your life because, I don't know, the green Fuchsite, there's just something about Fuchsite that makes me a happy person. It might not work so much for you, but it tends to uplift your spirits. You know, when your emotions are up and you're feeling happier and calmer and loving, you tend to express that outward to the world. And then when you express loving vibrations out to the world has a tendency to send those loving vibrations back to you. And within those loving vibrations comes the vibrations of abundance and joy. And, you know, I like this because of its multi-layered and its multifaceted ability to A, bring abundance and joy, B, help protect my heart and lungs from COVID, and C, help me be a little more loving in my actions and my reactions to people. That's essentially why I was wearing the seraphinite. It's another I can't take it off right now. It's a very sparkly stone. It comes from Russia. I love seraphinite. It has a very calming influence on me. It has a very loving influence on me. It helps me to, shall we say, react better to situations when they occur. Like if anger is coming at me or people are ticking me off. This helps me not become so ticked off. This helps me keep my calm and feel a little more openly, lovingly, kindness, compassion. That's the word I'm searching for. It helps give me a little compassion, a little more understanding of other than me. And I've just noticed since I've been wearing the seraphinite, because before that I was wearing a different green stone. I've been wearing this like 6 months or more now. Well, I had a smaller one on. It's somewhere in the house. That's why I put this one on. I've just noticed it really makes a difference in my response to people. It makes a difference in how I feel about things in general, the world in general. It just does. It brings a little more loving, compassion, kindness, and joy into my life. So, I mean, I wear this thing day and night now. I feel like it just spreads the aura around. I'm not saying I don't ever get angry and it doesn't, but it helps keep me a lot calmer. And anything that can do that is a miracle for me. Ask anybody in my family. Where do you think the red hair came from? It's Irish. I have Mars. Let's just say astrologically, I'm one of those people that tends to snap. But then I come right back. You know, to me, it's just, you know. But you need to learn to let it go, and I have with the green stones and the blue stones, because the blue stones, like I said before, going back to the blue, circling around, they give you a calming energy, and they do help keep you a little more even-keeled emotionally. You'll find all this information in my book, Crystal Rhythms, which you can order online, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, at the shop. We have them there. And in there, like I said in the beginning, I also give a few little pages where I'm just explaining stone colors by their groups, like the blues and the greens, the aqua and the turquoise, as well as the individual stones. There's a chrysoprase with, you know, a little description of each of the stones. We have about 80 stones, I think, listed in here. Because people don't seem to realize, it's like when you're reading one thing and it's saying, oh, you know, this does this and this does that, and you go and you read another one and it's like, well, it's doing the same thing. It's because they are in a families. The blue stones are a family grouping, a family that's working around here. The green stones are a family of stones. The yellow stones, the orange stones, the gold stones. Anytime you work with a stone of that color group, you're going to find them. They all have very similar qualities. Some are just a little bit more tuned into certain areas than others. And as each of us is an individual with our own energetic vibrations, the different stones will work differently with different people. Just because I find like a Masonite, which is a bluish green or a light blue, it depends on how you want to look at it. This does great for me for carpal tunnel and typing, and I just can't tell you what it does for me. It's amazing what it does for me. It's amazing. However, it might not be as much for someone else. Someone else might do better wearing a lapis bracelet or a sodalite bracelet to quell that inflammation in the nerves of their wrist. This is my stone of choice. This is what works for me. But it might not be exactly the same kind of stone that you should be utilizing. Maybe an apatite bracelet would do better for you. Anytime you want to use something for inflammations and heat and swelling and pain, in that respect, pain that's coming from swelling and inflammation, always think of the blues and the greens, one way or the other. Whether it's this color or this color or this color. Pick them up, hold them, see if you get a little jolt, a little buzz, a little tingle, a little something. One of them will be the right one for you. Try it for a while. If it doesn't work, pick out another one in the same family and see how that goes. Generally, they all have the same sort of vibration that's going to help quell the heat of the inflammation. Well, I think that pretty well covers it for green and blue stones today. I'll get to work on something else here soon and see you again within the week. Don't ask me when, not quite sure yet. Depends on how I'm feeling later. Thanks for joining us again. Hopefully I'll be back to the shop next week, and maybe then I can tape Tracy, because she wanted to do one on the herbs, and I don't know, the herbs and the oils or the herbs and the candles. I forget. We'll find out soon. Thanks for watching. This is Kathy Odell at Beyond the Crystal Wand. Till next week. Bye-bye.